Goal of gigabit Ethernet is to upgrade the data rate to 1 Gbps and make sure that this gigabit Ethernet that is compatible with the standard Ethernet or fast Ethernet, and we are going to use the same 48-bit addresses as a source address and destination address, that is the link layer addresses, and using the same frame format and the length of the frame, maximum and minimum frame length, that are same, and it support the auto negotiation. For medium access, gigabit Ethernet has two approaches. One is half duplex and another is full duplex. But most of the implementation of gigabit Ethernet follow the full duplex approach. In full duplex mode, there is a central switch connected to all computers or other switches. Each switch has buffers in which temporarily the data can be stored until they are transmitted, and there will be no collision, and maximum length of the cables is determined by signal attenuation in the cable. In half duplex mode, switch is replaced by hub, and we are going to use the CSMA CD to sense the carrier. And maximum length of the network in half duplex mode is totally dependent on what is the minimum frame size we used. There are three methods. The first one is a traditional method. Here we keep the minimum length of the frame as in traditional Ethernet, that is 512 bits, the minimum length of the frame. Slot time for gigabit Ethernet, that will be equal to 0.512 microseconds. This reduced slot time means that collision is detected 100 times earlier. This means that the maximum length of the network is 25 meters. Second method is carrier extension. So to allow for a longer network, we should increase the minimum frame length. The carrier extension approach defines the minimum length of a frame as 512 bytes. So this is 8 times longer. Third technique is frame bursting. So here instead of adding an extension to each frame, so we are going to send multiple frames. However, to make these multiple frames look like one frame, we are going to use padding between the frames. Physical layer topology, if there are only two stations, there will be point to point topology. If more than two stations, then it will be star topology, and we are going to use hub or switch at the center. Coming to the implementation part, so we are going to use two wire or four wire implementation. Two wire implementations use fiber optic cables. Four wire version uses category 5 twisted pair cables. In two wire implementation, fiber optic cable or STP, that is shielded twisted pair cables. For encoding, in two wire implementation, NRZ line encoder is used, but NRZ is having problem with self synchronization. For that, additionally, we are going to use 8B block encoder or 10B block encoder. In four wire implementation, 4D PAM5 encoding scheme that is going to be used to reduce the bandwidth, and all four wires that are used both as input and output, and each will carries 250 Mbps. So here we can see the implementation summary. So there are four category: 1000 base SX, 1000 base LX, 1000 base CX, 1000 base T4. So encoding schemes used and number of wires used, medium length and the medium. In 10 gigabit Ethernet, the goal of the 10 gigabit Ethernet design can be summarized as upgrading the data rate to 10 Gbps and keeping the same frame size and format and allowing the interconnection of LANs. And we can also connect the MANs and WAN if possible. And we are going to use fiber optic technology. The standard defines two types of physical layer. One is a LAN PHY and WAN PHY. Coming to the implementation part, 10 gigabit Ethernet operates only in full duplex mode, and there is no need of contention. Therefore, there is no CSMA CD in 10 gigabit Ethernet. So here we have 10 GB SR, LR, EW, X4. So the medium used and the medium length and number of wires and the schemes used.